War is Hell. From the creative Vikings comes season 2, part 2 of the epic MGM Plus series, Billy the Kid. I'm a little jealous of Tom because he gets to be a cowboy all day long and have fun at it. So I'm here today with the show star, Tom Blyth, Billy the Kid. How are you this morning, Tom?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thank you for joining us. All right. So you're caught in the middle of the Lincoln County War. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned being jealous of me getting to do that every day. I mean, it's honestly a childhood dream of mine to get on a horse, put the hat on, and go right out west. Being from the UK, I never thought it was something I would get to do. And I feel very blessed that my job allows me to do that for like 6 months of the year. So it's first of all just very cool. And on top of that, we have amazing writing. We have Michael Hurst, as you mentioned, who created Vikings, which did so well, and it was an amazing story. And now he's kind of turning his pen to this story, which is a similar thing but set in the West. And he's so great at like fleshing out the world in such a vivid way. And Billy's story in season 2 is kind of really coming to its explosive like pinnacle where he's becoming a leader and he's in the Lincoln County War, and his nemesis Jesse Evans is kind of bringing the fight to him and having to go head to head. And so it's all kind of we're kind of finally getting to the point when the people know Billy for, which is this being a leader of this gang in the West.
So, what does it take to be a regulator?
Oh, good question. I mean, honestly, I think the regulators stand for people who like don't want to be regulators. That most of these men, George Coe, Charlie Bowdry, Billy, and the rest, they all just wanted a peaceful life. These guys genuinely wanted to be farmers. They actually wanted to like settle down. They all got married to local girls in this area. They also happened to be like skilled riders and shooters because you had to be back then in that area. But they live in a place where corruption has come to them and they have to defend themselves, and they're essentially standing up to bullies. And so I think what it means to be a regulator is to be someone who stands up to bullies.
We talking about the political upheaval here in the U.S. Oh,
Listen, I
anyway.
mean, like viewers will take what they want from the show, but there's plenty of topics to
You
be
got that
seen.
right. One of the
Yeah.
things I love about your show, Tom, and you got to talk about this, is where you guys are filming it at, the countryside, whether it's the summer, fall, or even the winter. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, we film in Canada, but it could as well be, Montana or anywhere in the continental US, which is just like I'm from the UK, which is like, a small island. And whenever I'm in North America, I am blown away by just like the vastness and the beauty of it all. I think it's like something we kind of forget about is I live in Brooklyn, so I don't get to see all that much. But I when I fly or when I travel across the States, I'm just like, it is like magnificent, and I think the show captures that really well. Just these big plains and vistas and deserts and mountains that would have been where Billy rode and walked. And this season, we had the fortune and the challenge of filming in the snow because we had a mid-season break, and we're coming back for season 2, part 2 right now. So part way through, the seasons change. We're in the winter, and it is 30 below freezing. It is like you can see the icicles forming on the tips of our noses. You can see the horses kind of slipping in the ice and us slipping in the ice, and it's an added level of danger, which I think just adds to the elements of the show and the feeling of vividness in the show.
I've been speaking with Tom Blyth, who is the show star for Billy the Kid. It's in its second season, season 2, part 2. And I'm sure, along with everybody else, if we haven't won any of the lotteries, all we got to do is capture Tom and turn him in for the ransom that's on the bounties on his head so we can have some money.
I hope not.
Tom, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. I really do enjoy the series. Thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me. Good to meet you.